Right, listen to this. Ben Davies stuck in limbo. Haji's knee throwing transfer chaos. Barry Ferguson shown the door. And the 49ers takeover? It's about to explode. Chris Sutton's already flapping his gums. McCoist raising eyebrows. And Rangers, we're on the edge of the biggest shakeup since admin. If you think this summer's going to be quiet, you're in for a shock. Stay locked in because by the end of this video, you'll see exactly why the future of Ibrox hangs by a thread. And it's not just about who wears the blazer next. Ben Davies, he's the name on the lips again, but not for what he's done in a Rangers shirt lately. It's Birmingham City sniffing about, wanting to take him back on a permanent deal after his solid season, helping them climb out of League One. Played 44 matches, chipped in with a goal and an assist. No bad for a centre-back, but now they're hitting a snag and what's the hold-up? You guessed it, Rangers still haven't sorted out the manager's seat. With Philippe Clement long gone and Barry Ferguson rumoured to be packing his bag soon, the situation's as clear as a foggy night on the Clyde. Davide Ancelotti's name's being chucked about, but until someone's officially holding the reins at Ibrox, every bit of business, ins or outs, is in limbo. That means Birmingham can want Davies all they like, but nothing's happening until we get a new gaffer in. Davies is apparently open to the move back down south, fancying a run in the championship, but the Light Blues can't greenlight anything till there's a voice of authority in the dugout. Now here's the real issue. This lack of direction is costing time, and with a summer rebuild needed more than ever, after a season where we handed too much to Celtic and got nothing in return, you can't afford to be dithering. Rangers need decisions, not delays. So, here's what you need to ask. If Ben Davies is part of the dead wood, someone cleared out, should we be letting championship clubs dictate terms, or should Rangers hold off and see if a proper manager can actually get a tune out of him before flogging him off for pennies? Let's talk about Ianis Haji, the lad who's become a bit of a mystery in a Rangers shirt. You've seen the glimpses, the passes only he sees, the wee bits of magic that can break a game wide open. But here we are again, chatting about knees and question marks instead of goals and assists. Now, according to Dr. Rajpal Brar, a man who knows his ligaments from his lat pull-downs, Haji's carrying a knee injury picked up recently, and it could be a real spanner in the works for any summer move, even if he walks out on a free, and that's looking likely with his contract set to expire. There's no guarantee he'll pass a medical cleanly. Clubs might balk at taking a punt if there's any doubt about him recovering fully in the next couple of months. He's managed 24 appearances this season in the league, bagged 4 goals and 5 assists. Decent numbers when you consider he's barely had a proper run of games, but still, this isn't the form of a player irreplaceable at Ibrox. That's the harsh truth. Now, here's where it gets interesting. There's talk of offering him a 1-year extension, keep him in the door, give him the preseason, and let whoever's coming in, maybe Davide Ancelotti, if the stars align, see if Haji can still dance with the big boys. It's a low-risk move financially, and if he finally clicks, he could be a right asset in the middle of the park or out wide. And let's not forget, this lad's played at the highest level internationally. He's not some daft punt from a YouTube compilation, but knees don't lie. And the physio room's not where you want one of your top earners spending most of their time. Should Rangers take the sentimental route and give Haji one last shot to prove himself? Or is it time to stop living off memories and cut ties before another season's wasted, waiting for him to be fit next week? Well, you've made it through another exhausting season watching Rangers stagger over the line with more questions than answers, and now, as the dust settles, all eyes are fixed firmly on the boardroom and beyond. Barry Ferguson's stint at the helm is officially over, and while he was never the long-term answer, you've got to admit he steadied the ship with grit. Ali McCoist hit the nail on the head this week. He said what you were already thinking. Ferguson did what he could with someone else's tools, but It was always inevitable that the new owners would want their own man in the dugout, and that man could very well be Davide Ancelotti. The son of the famous Carlo, he's been there at Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern Munich, so he's not exactly green, but he's never been the main man. This could be his first solo dance, and what a stage to start on. The madhouse of Scottish football, with the weight of Ibrox expectation hanging heavy. McCoist doesn't pretend to know if Ancelotti Jr. is the second coming or just another name with a fancy passport. He's keeping an open mind, and honestly, you probably should too, but the bigger picture here is the 49ers enterprises. When that American takeover finalizes in June, we're told things will shift fast. New structure, new money, new vision. That all sounds lovely on paper, but the question is, do the 49ers understand what they're walking into? This isn't a franchise where patience is part of the plan. You're not just expected to win here, you're expected to stop Celtic dead in their tracks. And if Ancelotti can't handle the pressure of Paisley on a cold Wednesday night, he'll be out the door before he can say Champions League qualifier. So here's what I want to know. Should Rangers really be handing the keys to Ibrox to a rookie manager just because of his surname? Or is this another glamour gamble that could blow up in our faces while Celtic keep racking up trebles? Chris Sutton just couldn't help himself, could he? Right on cue, the self-appointed court jester of Celtic Park pops up on X with his usual smug nonsense. No more Bazball at Ibrox next season. Very clever Chris. Shame he puts more effort into snide tweets than he ever did during his brief stint in English football, but let's look past the noise for a moment. Barry Ferguson's run as interim boss is now officially over, and you knew deep down it wasn't going to last. 6 wins in 15, only 2 in the last 9. It's just not good enough for a club of Rangers' stature. And while Barry bled blue every step of the way, Ibrox isn't the place for sentiment when the trophy cabinet's sitting bare and Celtic are prancing around like they own the place. He gave it his all, no doubt. But this club needs more than heart. It needs brains, tactics, and silverware. The days of letting a legend have a go just because of past glories are behind us. We're in a new era now with a takeover looming and big money about to hit the accounts. There's no room for experiments or nostalgia. The next appointment needs to be spot on. Someone with a proven record, preferably in Europe, someone who knows what it means to win when the pressure is suffocating. We need a leader, not a caretaker. Was it time to say goodbye to the Barry Ferguson dream once and for all? Or have Rangers missed a golden opportunity by not letting one of their own build from the inside and prove the critics, like Sutton, dead wrong? Comment below what you think about the news. Don't forget to leave a like on the video to help me out. I post videos every day talking about our Rangers, so if you're not subscribed, you're missing out on the latest news. See you soon.